Selling a claim represents a risk transfer from a seller to a buyer. Before a sale, a seller is subject to certain risks. These risks include the risk that the face amount of the claim is reduced or set off. This is called the claim impairment risk. Before a sale, a seller also bears the risk of the value and timing of distributions for each dollar of allowed claim. Think of distributions as the cents on the dollar risk per dollar of allowed claim. These value and timing risks are called the claim treatment risk. The seller is in a much better position to evaluate the claim impairment risk than a buyer. The reason is that the seller has detailed knowledge of the commercial relationship between itself and the debtor. That commercial relationship created a receivable, which became the bankruptcy claim. In many cases, the seller continues to do business with the debtor on a post-petition basis and is in communication with the debtor personnel. The buyer is in a better position to evaluate the claim treatment risk. The buyer is often a firm that specializes in investing in bankruptcy claims. The simple assignment of claim agreement that both parties sign is meant to allocate these risks. The claim impairment risk is retained by the seller, and in exchange for cash, the claim treatment risk is transferred by the seller to the buyer. It's important to note that by selling a claim, the seller is not assuming any additional risk. By selling the claim for cash, the seller is simply transferring the claim treatment risk to a buyer, while retaining the claim impairment risk the seller already had. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us at all@cherokeeacq.com.